Hello guys, last time I just showed you the trend, and in this video I'll try just to explain what is the difference between what we call a stop loss and then it changes to be what we call exit point. Where do you exit when the trend is going up? Okay, so let's go to check. Okay, now so I'll give you just an example. Okay, so let's say you bought here. Okay, so let's say this is you buy point. So I use what we call the green line. Now what does it mean, this green line? When it is in the chart, the green line shows me the buy point. When did I buy the stock? Okay, so this is just the green line. Now let's say we have two or three candlestick. Let's say this is what we call, I put here the stop loss. Okay, just to make sure you understand what I'm going and how I work always. Okay, so this is the stop loss. What does it mean, stop loss? Stop loss is when you buy the stock and you see that the stock is going down. Okay, now you should exit. You shouldn't continue. You should never continue holding a stock where it reaches your stop loss. Okay, so the stop loss is just a point where you can't stay anymore. So because it is not investing in a stock, it is just trading. So you should always try to make sure you understand the difference between trading and investing. Trading is you just stay for short. That's why we say short-term trading, but you should never be like 1 year. Now, let's say the stock, as an example, it goes up, it goes our way, it goes up, it goes down, then it goes up. Okay, so this stop loss, what we should do with it, we should try to protect our profits in certain time. Let's say we put it here, and this is called the exit point. It's not called anymore stop loss because there is no loss here. You are in having money here, so it is called the exit point. So in my trade, how I do, I don't leave the stock unattended. It means I always have these exit points in my mind and in the chart. Whenever I see new information, I will try to change the exit point. Now, how I change it, there are some techniques that I use in, for example, in training level 7. Okay, so just to make sure you understand this. So training level 7, how to follow an uptrend. Is the techniques that I use in order to follow the trend and in order to exit safely. Because if you don't have the exit point, you will have a problem in the future. Because sometimes the stock is going down, is going up for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, and then one day you will have to see, for example, like this. Let's say the stock, I just give you an example. Let's say the stock was $20, okay? After 4 or 5 months or 2 months or 6 months, let's say it becomes 60, just an example, okay? Everything is possible. Don't say, for example, how $20 goes to 60. Yes, it goes. It's not penny stock, but it goes. In many cases, you can have 300% or 200% 100% or 50% depending on the stock. But you have made here, let's say you have made 300% in this 6 months or 7 months in this trade. But if you leave it unattended, one day, okay, it goes down, like it goes here, let's say from 60 it goes to 40. So from 20 to 40 you have 100%, so you have lost from your profits 200%, you have lost it. This is just an example, okay? It can happen to any stock. So it can go like in one day, like this is what we call a sell off. Sell off, it means the mutual fund or the big guy has a day where he wants to sell all his shares and he doesn't want to stay anymore in this stock, okay? So this is like one way to show you that a stop loss later, when you are following the stock, it becomes what we call exit point. It means you should always have this in mind. But there are techniques to do so. There are techniques to do so in order that you don't exit early, because most of the beginners, because they have no techniques, they try just to exit at any time, okay, with a decision, which is a false. Okay, you shouldn't take decisions just like this. Okay, some other people they say you should have a percentage and then you exit. We will speak about this in my next trade, and I will explain more about how much I get from this trade, and you can do better than me, because I have students who can have 100, 200, 300% in one trade, because it depends on the stock you are in, okay? But following my criteria, following the thing I use in order to spot these stocks, this is what makes the difference, okay? So because there are a lot of stocks that they will never move, okay, up or down just a little bit, trending into a range, so you will not get that much money, okay? So see you next video, where I showed you how much money I made for this stock, and the techniques. If you use some bad techniques, how can this affect your trade, okay?